I want you to know that your connection is real. I just got something popped up. I want to make sure we're still recording. Our connection is real. So they feel it. They cannot deny it. They cannot deny your connection. I want to start brand new with you. I want to reach out, but it's not the right time. Yeah, so that's why when I saw I'm ready for us, I'm like, it wasn't vibing with the energy that I was picking up. So they really want to connect with you. However, the universe is showing them, okay, your beloved is there, preparing themselves for you. So you have to take care of what you need to take care of. So that's why they're saying that it's not the right time yet. I ran away. Yeah. Yeah, because they were having to deal with all these unsettling emotions. They had no choice. It's not that they were running away from you. They were running away from what they were feeling. They were running away from the pain and the wounds that they were feeling. I want to be with you. Yeah, of course they do. So we cannot let what's happening, we can't buy into them not loving us. Like, you must always believe that they want to be with you and that they do love you. Yeah. I love you more than you know. See? Told you. Yeah, they do love you so very much. Okay. So let's see what's blocking this connection. I was going to make it specific, but I think we're going to be here forever. What needs to be healed and released in this connection in order to get going? Let's get going with this connection. I know all of us are like, oh my God, can we just be together already? But there's a reason why we're not. So what the heck is blocking us from our twin flame? What the heck is blocking us from our twin flame? Okay. Only 4 cards, so that's a good sign. Three of Swords. Okay. So, we're still feeling like we can't completely trust our twin flame, and this card is indicating that we have to heal within us is it mistrust or distrust? I feel like it's mistrust. So we have a hard time trusting our twin flame, and we cannot sustain a harmonious union if we want to be with them, but when we're together, we don't trust them. Like, that energy of mistrust is like 10 brick walls standing between both of you. We have to learn how to open our hearts to trust. So really healing this mistrust, this stems from the inner child of, like, our inner child's like digging our heels in, saying, no, because this happened and they did this and he did this and she did this, so I'm gonna pretend I trust them, go into this connection just so we can be together, but I'm gonna hide that I don't trust them, and that's not gonna fly. Doesn't work. It's energy. We are energy. So no matter how much we pretend that this mistrust is not there, it's there as energy. It's like as big as an elephant. That's how big this energy is that's standing between you. So I'm not just saying that it's you, it's also your twin flame. We are all experiencing this mistrust. So stems from our inner child of, I don't want to get hurt. No, I can't trust them. So in the back of our minds, it's like there's always going to be this scenario that our twin flame is hurting us, hiding something, cheating, gonna swindle us, going to steal our heart, steal our money, whatever it is. When these thoughts are in the back of your mind and they trigger this fear, it's a no-go. Okay, so we must release this. And, you know, it doesn't happen overnight because we are in an environment that supports mistrust. You know, like just look at the movies and the media, always talking about these fearful situations that, you know, put ideas into our heads that we're going to be cheated on, that, you know, people are always liars. You can't, like, those messages, when they're bombarded, of no wonder our inner child is afraid of trusting. But what the truth is that the universe is a loving universe. No matter what we were taught, no matter what we are conditioned, the universe is a loving universe, always has our back, is pure love. And so that is the truth. We are meant to experience this unconditional love without the worrying of being betrayed, stabbed in the back, cheated on, lied to. Yeah, it's always there in the back of our minds, so that the minute something happens, like they don't text us or they disappear, we automatically resort to the thought that's in the back of our mind. When it's released energetically, this big energy of mistrust, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's like a process. We grew up feeling this way, so it takes us time to change our thought pattern. Energetically, it can be removed, but if we're still thinking the same thoughts, you're creating that big energy that's blocking from your twin flame. So healing and releasing this mistrust is one thing. Disciplining thoughts so that you're just believing in love, trusting in love, trusting in the universe, that takes time. And again, it's like, you know, strengthening a muscle. It is possible, but it does take discipline. It takes, I heard the word tenacity. Does that even apply? It takes consistent working at it. So saying, yes, I trust in love, I trust in the universe, I trust in my twin flame. Over time, you're going to believe that, it's going to become your belief that it will not trigger this feeling anymore of betrayal and mistrust. So we have to work on this. We have to work on releasing this. Okay. Eight of Cups. So this is about focusing on what's possible as opposed to focusing on every little thing that went wrong in your connection. It's time to say goodbye to that and wipe the slate clean. Whatever happened in your connection, yes, was painful and hurtful, but we have to let it go in order for us to move forward and be in harmony with our twin flame. So sometimes when we have this idea that, you know, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. So if you're looking at your connection like it was the worst possible betrayal and pain that you ever experienced and it's made you stronger, okay, it's good you're stronger, but you're basing that foundation on what went wrong. Focus on strength from love, from a place of love, not focusing on, what went wrong. So again, this is about disciplining our thoughts, releasing what happened in the past. This is about releasing the past. The inner child still holds on to the past because it's familiar. It's in our comfort zone. It's a security blanket. We have to help our inner child to release the past so that you can create what you do want. Two of Swords. So I get how it's sad when they're not reaching out to you. I get that it hurts when they're not communicating with you if they love you, right? If my twin flame loves me, they're going to communicate with me and tell me and love me and do everything great and amazing. No, they're not. They can love you to the moon and back. But the reason why they're not communicating is because they are in this protective state. They're having to rebuild themselves and their strength because your connection brought up a lot of pain for them and put them in this, fear. So we can't have these false expectations of, well, if they love me, they're gonna call me. No. I mean, yes, it would be ideal, but when we see it from, it's not their job to make us feel loved, then we can understand that they're going through their own stuff and they will reach out and communicate when they want to, when they're ready. The reason why they're not reaching out is because they don't want to. They're afraid, they're in fear, they're in protective mode, they're in lockdown. They don't have what it takes yet. They haven't stepped into their power to reach out in the way that is loving. They're too much focused on their pain or avoiding that pain. So we have to release these false expectations. And it stems from the inner child not feeling loved, not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy of love. So all of these emotions need to be healed and released from the inner child. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So yeah, this is kind of like having expectations of them being on the same page. When they're like going in the complete opposite direction of where you're at in terms of your connection. So it's just a matter of like timing. Your timing is off. You're ready, they're not. Then they're ready and you're not. And again, it just takes time. So not to rush the process. And in your separation, if you're going in separate directions, focus on what you need to do. Focus on, self-love, filling your own cup. Focus on your inner child. Because this running away business is what is how our inner child feels that, they feel like we're running away from them. So your inner child's feeling rejected and abandoned. So those feelings must be healed and released, and we must nurture our inner child. We must do activities that you love doing as a child. You need to be well rested. When we were younger, as they always recommended that kids need at least 8 hours of sleep, and there was a reason, because children grow and need to have that rest because their bodies are growing and developing. but it's also emotionally. We need to heal emotionally, and without enough rest and sleep, we're not able to heal on every level. So part of inner child healing is getting ample sleep. Yeah. Eating foods that you crave. I know there might be some like discrepancy about that, but when we deny our inner child nourishment and what we crave for, the inner child feels very unworthy of love. You know, as babies, we received nourishment, milk, and then we experienced that as receiving love from our parents, or receiving love from the universe. So if we deny our inner child any kind of sustenance, whether it's food or nourishment for the soul, our inner child just feels unworthy. And so we carry around those feelings of unworthiness, which then show up in every area of life. Okay, so how long is this now? 49 minutes, okay. So I'm gonna end this reading. Do you guys want some guidance? Or should I save that for the next one? Okay, guidance. Guidance for your twin flame connection. To end off the reading, just take a couple of cards. Guidance, messages from the universe regarding your twin flame connection. What can we do on this twin flame connection? What can we do? What can we do to help our connection? Okay, we'll take 3 cards. Or else we'll be here forever. Ruminate. So the number is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So end of a cycle. So this is about letting go of the past. And I'm seeing a lot of images here from childhood, which are happier times. So I really feel this is to think about the happier times in your childhood, to allow a balance of, okay, instead of holding a lot of hurt and resentment from our childhood, focus on the happier things, focus on the happier memories to help the inner child have this energy of joy and happiness, because that will help your connection bring in that positive energy from your inner child. So letting go of the past. 9 is the end of a cycle. So letting go of the past. So, you know, healing the inner child, letting go of the past. Yes, releasing negativity, releasing everything, releasing the negative thoughts that you have about your connection, releasing the negative memories, the negative things that, you know, that we sometimes tend to focus on. Like it's time to let all of that go and see our twin flame only in the most beautiful, positive light. See them as the most beautiful soul you have ever seen and encountered. Grateful. Yeah, 4 plus 7, 47. 4 plus 7 is 11, and that's twin flame number. So increase your gratitude. Whatever we are thankful for, the universe brings us more. Whatever we are grateful for, we create more of. So when we get into our feelings of being so grateful for our twin flame experience, being grateful for, wow, I know what love feels like. I know what being in love feels like. I know what awakening to self-discovery feels like through this twin flame connection. I know what forgiveness and compassion feels like because of my twin flame connection. So when we are grateful for this connection, when we are thankful, we create more of the same. So I really hope you enjoyed this twin flame reading. As you know, I'm not doing any more personal readings, but I will be doing more of these general readings for you to help you and to give you guidance. I do have healing sessions for you to purchase to help you release what the inner child is holding on to that's blocking your connection. And so be sure to purchase them. When you purchase them, the links are sent to you right away because they are pre-recorded. And because they are energy healings, they work to release anything and everything that your inner child is holding on to energetically and emotionally to help clear the blocks and clear the pathway to your true happiness, your true love, and to union. So again, I want to thank you guys all so very much for tuning in. Please stay tuned for another reading that I'll have up shortly. And I want to thank you all so much for subscribing, for sharing these videos, and for liking and for joining me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys all so much. We're all together on this journey, so please never feel that you're alone. We're all experiencing collectively, you know, the same thing. So you're not alone, and you are so very loved by the universe. So until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.